Hey, it's J Rhymes. So I'm walking right now, and I'm honestly just blessed to be out here and free, vivacious myself. I had a really crazy week because I didn't understand myself. I couldn't figure out who I was, where I was going. I was talking to myself, giving myself negative self-talk. This whole week was just crazy for me. And then I had to sit down and realize, like, what am I holding on to? What is not for me? What am I holding on to? Because I felt angry inside. I felt angry, and I felt like really angry. Like, I felt the type of angry where it was the kind of anger where it's like, why are you feeling that much pain? Why are you feeling this agony? Why are you feeling this uncomfortability? Let me sit here. And I had to realize, like, the uncomfortability was me. I was the uncomfortability. And for that longest while, I felt like I was in a blur. I felt like I couldn't comprehend, like, what I was thinking, where I was thinking. It was very skewed thoughts. And when you're going through a battle of some type, whether it's physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, when you're going through a battle within yourself, because usually the battle is within yourself. Let's talk about it. Let's be honest. Let's not be and continue negative karmic cycles. Let's be honest with ourselves. Like, when we experience things and we go through things that are traumatic and that are unnecessary, and honestly that a mess with your heart, I feel like it gets you to a point where it's like, enough is enough. You know, you sit down with yourself and you're like, enough is enough. Like, I could either go one way or the other. And I had to think, like, I'm pushing myself into a more deeper hole by getting angry at myself, pushing myself down, giving myself negative self-talk. And basically what I'm trying to say is that the devil likes to play games. The devil doesn't want to see you win at all. He'd rather see you fall. He'd rather see you neglect yourself over and over and over, time and time again, right? But the thing about it is like, the more you neglect yourself, the more you lose who you are. And I feel like that is what happened to me. I lost who I was. And I got angry because I'm not talking to my family members. I'm not talking to my mom. I'm not really, connected, as you would say, traditional. People can either hate it or love it. But right now I'm in the time in my life where I feel like I need this independence. I need this space. I need this awakening. I need this understanding of myself. And for that, a lot of people won't like you when you choose yourself. A lot of people won't like you for going within, and it's going to be hard, bro. Going within is not gonna look like flowers and roses. Going within is not gonna be consistent. Let's just say that it's not gonna be consistent, but you gotta make it consistent, because you're gonna be dealing with emotions now, right? Emotions are not logical, so they come and go as they please. And think about, you're having a good day, all of a sudden you have these weird emotions, and it just messes your vibration up. You really can't tell why. You really can't tell why it's messing your vibration up, but it is. And then it's sad. It's sad to say. But when you really think about it, you're ruining your own emotions. You are the cause. People are like, how is that possible? Like, I know you're just talking gibberish right now. But you're the cause, bro. You know how, like, they say God is within you? And I'm sorry if it's going in and out, but you know how they say God is within you, and that all things are a choice, in a sense? People say that. I know people say that things are a choice, and that you have a choice in the things that happen. And then you feel like, on the other note, that you didn't deserve what happened to you. And you're right, because life is a balance beam effect. You're not always going to deserve what has happened to you, and you're not always going to be the person who's holy and righteous, and because we're human, we make mistakes, and that's how we evolve, and that's how we grow. But through those mistakes, it's whether we realize the fine line of if it's ourselves or if it's other people around us. And you could throw out as many people as you want, right? You can throw out the whole clique, you can throw out the whole collective, you can throw out the basis of life. Because when you forget about yourself, you throw yourself into temptations, you throw yourself into bad habits, you throw yourself into negative mindset sometimes, you throw yourself into just things that you normally wouldn't get yourself into, and that's your fault, that's your choice, that's what you're choosing to do. And granted, you don't want to do it because you feel like you're in a situation that makes you or puts you in this mindset of feeling you have to do that temptation, but that's still your choice. And knowing that is a crucial step of growth. Knowing that every step of the way is your choice makes it kind of, look, I gotta be this person, like I can't make a mistake. That's the thing. It's a balance. You're gonna make mistakes, you're going to have bad days, you're gonna have good days, but it's about how you evolve and how you grow and what you see in yourself, you know what I mean? This week, I saw a lot of things I didn't want to see, and honestly, I'm going to talk about these things because honestly, I feel like they need to be talked about. So let me tell you what I figured out. I figured out that I don't know everything. It's okay to not to know everything. I figured out that I am insecure about a lot of the relationships that I had in the past, and I'm insecure about how people see me sometimes. It's okay to be insecure about that. It's okay to have all these feelings. But then what do you do with them? Where do you go? How do you expand? Because I never knew, like, insecurity goes deep. It goes deeper than, like, anybody can imagine, because that insecurity festers onto things and latches onto things. And when it latches onto things, you can't even see it. So you could be around your friend, but you could be around your friends, and that friend you've known for like 5 years, 5-10 years, whatever. But all of a sudden, you're getting insecure out of the blue. You don't know what's going on, but you had to fight with your mom. You had to fight with, some people that you used to love. And this is what I'm saying. The insecurity festers over time, and if you don't know who you are, it can stay propped up in your mind. And I think that's where I'm at. I didn't realize that a lot of the things, the emotions I was holding on to were past insecurities, past things. And I was holding on to them thinking that these were my emotions now, not knowing that I overcame that a long time ago, but I was just holding on to past emotions because I was reflecting. And I didn't want to deal with my own bullshit. I didn't want to deal with my own crap. It's you. Start with you. I was insecure because I lost my family. I had nobody by my side. I still don't. I felt like, everything was being taken away from me. And so I got insecure within myself. I'm like, can I do this? Can I live by myself? Can I make my dreams come true? Can I have the life I want to live? Even though my whole life has been negative and people have been, dogging me out and telling me that I'm not, worth it. Like, is it possible? And that insecurity, it tells you, like, ruin all your relationships, sabotage yourself, throw away the key, all this shit. When in reality, these are just past emotions that you were feeling. And then so I thought, what else am I feeling? I was feeling jealous because I felt for the longest time of my life that I was going to get somewhere. Being a good kid and all, you think that society is going to praise you. At least your parents. You think you're going to get something from your parents, at least in society. You don't really expect much from the world, but at least you know that you have some type of backbone. So I was jealous of seeing other people have a backbone, and I ain't really had that backbone like everybody else. So as a kid, you're going to get jealous. You're going to get jealous of the things that you don't know. Not knowing that it's not like an intentional jealousy, like, oh, I'm jealous that you have a new Gucci Prada bag. Like, no, it's not that. It's more like just the simple things in life. Like, you're jealous of the things that other people have because you actually need them and nor want them. And you want better for yourself. So, it's natural to feel an emotion. But then I realized, like, that jealousy from the past festered into the present because, honestly, I'm 22. I can create my life now. I can create what I want. So why am I particularly jealous? Because I'm at the same playing field as everybody else now, regardless of my situation. So it showed me that it's me. It showed me that, like, the things that I'm thinking, the things that I'm feeling, the things and the emotions, and the devil is real just as well as God. And you have to know, just like everybody, understand the beauty of growth, figuring out who you are, because jealousy, deceit, envy, all these things that creep up inside of you that you think you can just throw away, they're gonna come back to try to eat you alive. And if you don't do the work, or if you feel like you don't need to do the work, in 5 years you might not be the same person that you once saw in the mirror. And that's something that you would have to deal with, because you held on to those emotions. And it's crazy, right? Because it's like, all the shit that happened to me, why is it me that has to go through the fucking shit, even though I didn't do nothing? The reason why is because it made you grow. It had to make you grow. I know that if you didn't go through the things that you went through, you would not be the person you are today. You'd be lazy, you'd be arrogant, you'd be selfish, you wouldn't be humble, you'd be cocky. You'd just be everything you didn't want to be and more. So the things that made you who you are, made you structured human, made you somebody that can feel a little bit more emotion, somebody who's a little bit more in tune with who they are. And it's okay to be sensitive. It's okay to be sensitive, because I am sensitive. If anybody knows me, I'm sensitive. I'm an Aquarius, but I have a Pisces heart, let's just say it, and I cry and I boo-hoo and I do whatever I want with my emotion. And I think that's like the crazy part, is doing what you want with your emotion. Because honestly, I used to be scared of crying, I used to be scared of being vulnerable, and I used to be scared of all these things. But I'm realizing if I don't do that, then I will never find who I actually purely and truly am. And that's the key of happiness. That's the key to happiness, is finding who you are. Because honestly, it does not matter. It doesn't matter about your mistakes. It doesn't matter about who did what to you. Yes, it does, in the sense of if you need justice, if you feel like you need justice. But in reality, it doesn't define who you are character-wise. It doesn't define who you are morally. It doesn't define how people see you. Because honestly, people's opinions are just mostly their insecurities about themselves. So in reality, they're just projecting. And those projections could either make or break you. And that's why it's crucial to be around people that are for you, not against you. But anyway, but before you're around people, be around yourself. Look within yourself. Because I looked within myself this last few weeks, this last month, this last year, bro. And honestly, I didn't see myself in the mirror. I didn't know who I was. I wasn't proud of myself. And in that moment, it wasn't about anybody else. I wasn't proud of myself. And when you're not proud of yourself, you can get into this moment of scarcity. Because that's when temptation comes to eat you alive. Because you don't know who you are, and it's almost like a gravitational pull of everything that you don't want in your life. And I ran away from my reflection. My reflection was scary to me, because I didn't want to deal with the hard truth of I was just hurt. I was just in pain. I was just scared. I was just wounded. When I was a kid, I was put in foster care, and I was considered a drug baby. And it was hard for me to get out of the mindset of victim, because my whole life basically was a story of hardship. And when you go through hardship, people say, I feel bad for you, and all these things. And I feel like when people say that, it makes it worse, because you pity yourself, and that's what God tells you not to do. God tells you to not pity yourself, and the reason why he tells you not to pity yourself is not because you didn't go through anything crucial. It's because he doesn't want you to feed into how bad things really hurt you, because hurt changes your heart. And if you don't know your emotions, it can change the fundamental course of who you are. And so for that, he doesn't want you to pity yourself, because he wants you to understand that this is just a course of time. This is just a placement of time. When you realize that it had to happen for a reason is when you will stop pitying yourself, because you realize that it just made you who you were. And that clicked in my head for like so long. I thought that I was just this problem in the world. I thought nobody cared about me. I thought maybe I should just go missing. And I've been in mental health hospitals several times. I've been medicated on different drugs. I've been on 8 different medications, tried, the whole therapy for, 15 years of my life. I started therapy when I was 9, and I've been through a lot of things, and I'm going to say I've been through a spiritual warfare before I even knew I was going through a spiritual warfare, and you probably have as well and didn't even know. But I know I was going through spiritual warfare, and the things that has happened in my life proved it, and are still proving it, because I have to do certain things now. But what I'm trying to say is that dig a little deeper. You know how like the cheated girls say? I always say that. Dig a little deeper though, because I'm realizing that I wasn't to blame. I wasn't to blame for all the past mistakes that I didn't make. As a kid, you want better, you want things to change, you want things to alter, so you try to alter them yourself. When you put it on yourself, you feel like you're at fault because you couldn't change the result, but it was never your result to change. And that's the thing that you need to know. It was never your result to change. God didn't want it to change because it was never your problem. It was them. They had to fix it, just like now you have to fix it. I know it affected your life, though. I know that things have, affected your life. You probably feel misunderstood in every single way. Like nobody even comprehends a fraction of what you're going through. They only see what you show them, and even what you show them is not accurate, but you try to, blend into, curate some type of society for yourself, some type of support, some type of connection for yourself. I get it. It's hard. I'm 22. I'm about to be 23 in 3 months, and I can't believe it. But I know that with what the devil gives you, and the devil doesn't give you, the devil can give you material things, Everybody wants materialistic things, and that's what they think that, the devil's going to give you. But he can also give you other things, just as well as God can give you other things. And the thing about it is that just as God gives us love, protection, peace, prosperity, all these things that we can hold on to make a positive cosmic ball for ourselves, the devil can give us anxiety, depression, jealousy, envy, and scarcity, fear, all this stuff as well. And it's which one you want to choose. Do you want to choose the fear, societalistic mindset, oh my God, I'm gonna fucking die, because that's how it feels every day on this earth. It feels like you don't know. You just don't know. And that's, the blessing. But you gotta see the glass in a different way, a different light. And I feel like for me, I definitely am growing. I'm definitely seeing the glass in a different light. I'm a weird mo. I'm a weird person, bro. I'm a weird person. I got a lot of shit going on with me, bro. But when you got a lot of shit going on with you, you can make it worse or you can make it better. And I'm realizing that I can't make it any worse. I can't. Because it's not worth losing myself. It's not worth not being happy. It's not worth material things. It's not worth so many things. It's just not worth it. So finding yourself is really crucial to just getting to know who you are. It takes time. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I'm just living for me. Yeah, I don't know why I sang, But yeah. So if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. That would mean a lot. And I really want to hear what you have to say, because I talked about a crazy topic. I talked about a crazy few topics, actually. And I really just want to know what you guys feel, because I honestly feel like this video was a little bit more different, a little vulnerable, a little bit more
intense in the sense of like really just diving deep, figuring out the cause and the message and everything like that. So if you like this video, once again, please like, comment, and subscribe. Comment below, let me know what you think. And I love the support from everybody. Even though my channel is not that big, I am so supportive for everybody that, you know, clicks on this video, gives me the time, listens to what I have to say. Because honestly, I really want to hear what you guys have to say, because it's all about y'all. And at the end of the day, it's all about me as well. But it's all about y'all in the sense of, this is why I do what I do. This is why I want to talk. This is why I want to change, just because I know that there's different things that, you know, the world needs to do and how the world needs to live. So, yeah.